All right, folks, what we are going to be doing today is discussing suppressors. Combat Waffle came out and said that with the addition of suppressors on a rifle, you are now going to be having bullet drop and damage reductions. I'll go over the damage reductions and everything later on in this same video, but for now, we're going to be testing out a variety of different weapons and seeing just how much of a bullet drop there is at 84 meters. How do I get 84 meters? Well, it's not open right now because I'm in a training raid, but at border, I get one number from this spot here. I go straight back to that wall, and I get another number. Subtracting this number from that number gets me 84 meters. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going over to the far wall, bracing my arms up on a ladder, and firing 5 rounds at the red splatter here, because this is the only way that I can make a target in game. I'm going to be showing you the bullet drop with that, and then I'm going to be doing the same unsuppressed. We going through every single weapon that I've got in my bag, although I might have a hard time doing that with the pistol. This is not going to be the most scientific test, of course, but it's about as accurate as I can get. And yes, I know that it's not the longest range and therefore isn't going to be showing the most drop per weapon, but it's the only place I can find that's as flat and level and gets us as close to that 75 to 100 meter range as I can find. So I do think that you are going to be very interested with the results because they are kind of shocking, to be honest. So, here we go. Starting off, we're going to be utilizing our M4 5.56 bullet. It's a pretty zippy bullet, so I wouldn't expect it to have that much of a difference suppressed. Let's test it out. 5 rounds at the target. Now we have unsuppressed, 84 meters. Firing. Next up, we have our SCAR. Firing suppressed. Now again, firing our SCAR. Unsuppressed. Next up, we've got our AK Alpha, suppressed. And again, AK Alpha, unsuppressed. And just because I'm curious, and again, Terran Tactical, unsuppressed. So, in conclusion, what have we learned in brief here? Well, we've learned that obviously there is some bullet drop, but within 100 meters or so, you're probably fine. I mean, most of the time, you just aim up a little bit and you're going to be hitting your target where you want to. You may be getting a lot more neck shots of late because you're aiming right at the head and it's dropping a little bit too low. But for the most part, as long as you're aiming dead on your target with an assault rifle, you're going to be hitting your targets at most of the ranges that you're fighting. Now, of course, the longer ranges, that's going to differ. Now, here's the interesting thing. Obviously, you could see how much of a drop-off there was with the SMG or with the smaller caliber pistol weapons. So keep that in mind. But here's the big part here. I'm using the SCAR here because this is the most visually easy weapon to do it with, but look at the damage. I'm at full health right now. I mean, just to prove the point. Won't go up any higher right now. SCAR, which, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the one of the lowest damage 5.56 weapons possible. Firing at the hand, which again is unprotected, but it is an exposed portion of the body. Firing at the hand. 2 shots, a quarter of your health. Again, unprotected portion of the body. Watch this. Four shots to do the same amount of damage on an unprotected portion of my body. Let's try this again with the AK Alpha. I haven't tried this yet with the Alpha. I do know that it is a much larger caliber, therefore potentially much more damage. So, again, full health right now. Firing. 2 shots, and I'm a little past a quarter. Suppressed AK Alpha. Now it takes 3 shots to get the same amount of damage. Let's try the M4. Unsuppressed. Little past a quarter. Not much, but a little past a quarter. Full health, suppressed. Look at that. So in conclusion, for those of you that were thinking that suppressors were lowering your damage by about 40%, in some cases, yes, it is. AK Alpha, the M4, I think does a little bit less than 40%, but weapons like the Scar right now, it's like 50% of your damage is being dropped off by using the suppressor. For those of you thinking, oh, it's taking more bullets to kill somebody, yes, it's taking more bullets to kill someone with a suppressor. Now, of course, there's going to be armor bonuses and buffs and things like that. I haven't tested anything like that, but as you can see, currently, right this second, with some weapons, suppressors have a huge difference. Again, suppressed, unsuppressed, 2 rounds, quarter. Suppressed, 2, 3, 4, to get almost the same damage. And with a slow-firing weapon like the Scar, that's a huge difference.